What if I told you the secret to building one of the world's largest retail empires wasn't really about selling things at all? What if the key was to make almost no money on your products, break every rule of traditional retail, and build a global powerhouse on one ridiculously simple idea? This is the story of how a former grocery bagger and a lawyer did just that. They didn't just create a store, they kick-started a revolution. That revolution turned a no-frills warehouse into a retail juggernaut whose market value has soared well over $400 billion. While this video's title refers to their $242 billion revenue milestone in 2023, they've already blown past that, hitting over $275 billion in yearly revenue just a couple of years later, showing just how fast this empire continues to grow. This is the story of Costco. Imagine a store where a huge chunk of its profit is made before you even walk through the door. It sounds impossible. Retail is a brutal, low-margin game built on one thing: marking up goods and selling them for more than you paid. But Costco flipped that model on its head. They built a nearly $275 billion a year empire, not by maximizing profit on every can of beans and TV, but by selling something far more valuable: access. This is how their simple, radical idea of a membership created one of the most loyal customer bases on the planet and built an empire that just keeps defying expectations. Our story really begins before Costco even existed, with a man named Saul Price. A lawyer by trade, he sort of fell into retail by accident in 1954. Price saw the business as inefficient and, frankly, unfair to customers. So he started a store called FedMart, a members-only club for federal employees designed to get around fair trade laws that let manufacturers enforce high prices. Working at one of those FedMart stores was a young, ambitious college student named Jim Sinegal. Starting as a grocery bagger, he was immediately hooked by the fast-paced, no-nonsense world Saul Price had built. Sinegal wasn't just an employee, he was a student. He would later say of his mentor, "I didn't learn a lot from Saul, I learned everything." And the biggest lesson was this: your first duty is to your customer, not the shareholder. Treat them like a client whose interests you are sworn to protect. Saul Price eventually sold FedMart, and after being fired by the new owners, he didn't retire. He doubled down. In 1976, inside a series of old airplane hangars in San Diego, he opened the world's first membership warehouse club, Price Club. It started as a place for businesses only, but the model was revolutionary: sell a limited selection of items in bulk at rock-bottom prices. 7 years later, in 1983, Jim Sinegal, now a seasoned executive, teamed up with a lawyer named Jeff Brotman, who also came from a Seattle retail family. Brotman had the idea, and Sinegal had the operational genius he'd learned at the feet of the master. Together, they launched Costco Wholesale in Seattle, taking the core of Saul Price's model and getting ready to perfect it. Their growth was astonishing. They famously became the first company ever to go from $0 to $3 billion in sales in under 6 years. The two companies, born from the same philosophy, were on a collision course. In 1993, facing new competition from Walmart's Sam's Club, Price Club, and Costco did the inevitable: they merged, creating Price Costco. The merger was a bit rocky, and a year later the Price family left to start a new venture. The company officially rebranded as Costco Wholesale in 1997, with Jim Sinegal fully in command, ready to build his empire on the foundation Saul had laid. So, how in the world do you build a retail giant while making almost no money on your merchandise? This is the core of Costco's genius and the first pillar of its empire: the membership model. Traditional retailers live and die by their markup. They buy a product for $1 and sell it for $1.25, $1.50, or more. That difference is everything. But Costco's philosophy was completely different. Jim Sinegal put a strict rule in place: no branded item could be marked up by more than 14%, and no private label item by more than 15%. The average markup across the store is a razor-thin 11%. Compare that to a typical supermarket, where markups can be 25% or higher, and you start to see how radical this is. Costco intentionally keeps its profits on goods razor-thin. For fiscal year 2025, the company's revenue was a staggering $275 billion, but its net income was around $8.1 billion. So where does the profit actually come from? The membership fee. That annual fee, whether it's S for a standard gold star or an executive membership, isn't T just a ticket to get in. It's the engine of the entire business. In recent years, the money from membership fees has accounted for the vast majority of Costco's operating profit, making up over 72% in 2022 and 2023, and about 66% in 2024. This simple shift changes everything. Because Costco's profitability is secured by memberships, the company can focus on one mission: delivering the absolute lowest possible prices to its members. This isn't a marketing slogan, it's a structural necessity. The lower the prices, the more value members feel they get. The more value they feel, the more certain they are to renew their membership. And that renewal is the company's lifeblood. The results speak for themselves. Costco has an incredible membership renewal rate, sitting around 93% in the US and Canada. Members trust that Costco is on their side, acting as their personal purchasing agent. That trust is the company's most valuable asset, and it's all built on the membership fee. It creates a powerful, self-reinforcing cycle. Fees fund low prices drive member loyalty, and loyal members gladly renew their fees, starting the cycle all over again. Walk into a typical Walmart supercenter, and you'll be faced with over 120,000 different products. It's a universe of choice. Now, walk into a Costco. The difference is jarring. Instead of endless aisles, you'll find only around 4,000 items, known as KUs. This isn't a weakness. It's the second pillar of the empire, the treasure hunt, born from a ruthless strategy of limited selection. You'd think that's a bad idea, right? Don't customers want more choice? Sol Price and Jim Sinegal bet that they didn't. They wagered that what customers really want is the confidence that they're getting a great deal on a great product without the mental exhaustion of comparing dozens of options. By slashing the number of products, Costco gains immense buying power. Instead of ordering a small amount of 10 different kinds of ketchup, they order a colossal amount of just 1 or 2. This massive volume lets them negotiate incredibly aggressive prices from suppliers, a discount they pass right back to the customer. It also makes the supply chain brutally efficient. Products are often sold directly off the shipping pallets they arrived on, which minimizes the labor needed for stocking shelves. Warehouses are designed with a simple, no-touch philosophy. Get the product from the truck to the floor as fast as possible. This rapid inventory turnover is key to keeping costs and prices at rock bottom. But there's a psychological genius to it too. The limited selection is paired with a constantly rotating stock of seasonal and high-end items. One trip might uncover a pallet of designer jeans, the next, a shipment of premium paddleboards. You never know what you're going to find. This curated chaos turns shopping from a chore into a treasure hunt. It creates a sense of urgency and discovery. If you see something you like, you better grab it now because it probably won't be there next week. This model is the polar opposite of Amazon's everything store. Amazon offers infinite choice. Costco offers a curated selection of what it believes are the best products at the best price. It's a treasure map, not a library. This strategy doesn't just drive sales. It builds an excitement that an online algorithm can't easily replicate. It's why people go to Costco not just to buy what's on their list, but to see what Costco has for them today. It's a masterclass in business, isn't it? This deep understanding of customer psychology and operational efficiency is what makes Costco so fascinating. If you love breaking down strategies like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We explore the stories behind the world's most successful companies every week, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. In the early 1990s, Costco was selling products under about 30 different private label names. It was messy and lacked a clear identity. Jim Sinegal saw a chance not just to clean house, but to build a brand that would become an empire within an empire. This led to the creation of the third pillar, Kirkland Signature. Launched in 1995 and named after Costco's corporate headquarters at the time in Kirkland, Washington, the brand was built on a simple yet bold promise. The store brand shouldn't to be a cheap, inferior alternative. It had to be as good or better than the name brand and still cost less. To pull this off, Costco got hands-on. They partnered with trusted manufacturers, using their expertise while controlling the product. Historically, they've partnered with giants like Starbucks to roast some of their coffee and Duracell to make their batteries. By putting these top-tier products in Kirkland packaging, Costco strips away the marketing costs and brand tax, passing the savings directly to its members. The Kirkland strategy is governed by that same strict markup rule, no more than 15%. This ensures Kirkland products are almost always a better value, often selling for up to 20% less than their national brand counterparts. The result has been nothing short of spectacular. Kirkland Signature has become America's biggest consumer packaged goods brand. In 2024, the brand generated a stunning $86 billion in sales, accounting for about a third of Costco's total revenue. To put that in perspective, Kirkland's revenue is larger than that of giants like Procter & Gamble. It's a brand shoppers implicitly trust. In a world of overwhelming choice, the Kirkland Signature logo is a simple, powerful signal of quality and value. This is the ultimate expression of the Costco philosophy. The company uses its own brand not to pad its own profits, but to provide even deeper value for its members. It's why Kirkland is more than just a store brand. For millions, it's the primary reason they go to Costco. There's one final pillar, and it might just be the most important. It's not a financial strategy or a merchandising trick. It's a philosophy, and it's perfectly symbolized by a $1.50 hot dog. Since 1985, the price of Costco's hot dog and soda combo hasn't changed. It's still just $1.50. When the leadership team once told Jim Sinegal they were losing money on it and had to raise the price, he famously replied, "If you raise the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Figure it out." That hot dog is more than just a cheap lunch. It's a symbol. It's a tangible daily reminder to every customer and employee of Costco's unwavering commitment to value. It's a statement that the company will take a loss on a famous item to prove its loyalty is to the customer, first and always. This philosophy extends directly to its employees. Jim Sinegal learned from Saul Price that treating employees well wasn't an expense. It was a strategic advantage. While other retailers were in a race to the bottom on wages, Costco went the other way. Costco consistently offers some of the best pay and benefits in retail. While specific starting wages change, they are well above the industry average, with reports in early 2025 indicating new hourly wages starting around $20 an hour. Tenured employees can earn over $30 an hour, plus semi-annual bonuses. The company also provides excellent healthcare benefits for both full-time and part-time workers, a true rarity in the sector. The result? Costco has one of the lowest employee turnover rates in the industry, with retention for employees past 1 year sitting above 90%. Many of its senior executives started their careers pushing carts or driving forklifts. The current CEO, Ron Vacris, began as a forklift driver at a Price Club back in 1982. This creates a culture of loyalty and expertise that is nearly impossible for competitors to copy. Experienced, motivated employees are more efficient, provide better service, and contribute to a positive shopping experience that keeps members coming back. That $1.50 hot dog isn't just a loss leader, it's a statement of values. And paying a living wage isn't a cost, it's an investment in the very foundation of the business. When you put it all together, these 4 pillars create a powerful, self-reinforcing business model, a flywheel that is incredibly difficult to stop. It starts with the membership fee, which provides the profit so Costco can sell goods at impossibly low margins. Those low prices, combined with the treasure hunt model, create immense value and excitement. That value is supercharged by the Kirkland signature brand, which offers premium quality at an unbeatable price, solidifying customer trust. And the entire system is run by a loyal, well-compensated workforce that believes in the company's mission, a mission symbolized by the steadfast price of a hot dog. Each piece strengthens the others. Low prices drive membership renewals. High volume from loyal members gives Costco immense buying power. That power allows them to demand quality for their Kirkland products. And happy employees ensure the whole experience runs smoothly. The biggest question for Costco is whether this model can withstand the digital-first world, especially the onslaught of Amazon. For years, Costco was seen as an e-commerce laggard, almost on purpose. Its magic was in the warehouse. But the world is changing. While Costco has steadily grown its online presence, it's not trying to become Amazon. Instead, it's using its digital channels to enhance the value of the membership, complementing the in-store experience. Costco has proven that you don't need to follow the rules to win. You don't need flashy stores, endless selection, or massive ad budgets. You need a clear philosophy and the discipline to stick with it. The story of Costco is a testament to the idea that being good to your customers and employees can be great for business. The empire was built by breaking the rules and creating a club people are proud to belong to. And as long as they keep delivering on that simple promise of value, the Costco flywheel will likely keep spinning for decades to come. But what do you think? Can Costco's brick and mortar magic keep thriving in an increasingly digital world? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.